Hi, I'm Carolyn,
And I'm Cheryl.
and we're from Village Laine Yarn Cafe.
We're opening October 1st in Pickering Village in Ajax, and we're working hard to try and get everything together to make that happen.
Yeah, this week has been pretty busy. Cheryl was on vacation last week, so she came back and she had her list of
Million to-do things.
Yeah. So we've been pretty busy. We ordered business cards today. We're working on. We've ordered all of our yarn so far and our notions, our needles. Some of that.
We're
stuff
trying to
starts
figure out
arrive.
what we've forgotten to order.
It feels like we haven't possibly gotten enough to open a store, but
Yeah, so today we wanted to show you some more yarn that's come in for our collection.
yeah. So this is Sugar Bush, and some of you are probably quite familiar. This one is Bliss, and I've knit with Bliss before, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
It feels beautiful. It's an extra fine merino with mulberry silk and cashmere, so it really is a lovely feel.
I had the unfortunate mistake of knitting a sweater. Gorgeous. I finished it, was lovely, and I had knit it too big. And so I thought, okay, no problem. I'll try to shrink it. And I'm going to reknit that sweater because the yarn, I think I'm just going to unravel it because the yarn is too gorgeous. It feels so nice right against my skin. I think I just always seem to knit up thinking I'm bigger than I think I am, even though my gauge swatch was on. But it was an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous yarn, and it was really great for against the skin. So perfect for a sweater or, a baby item.
Baby blankets maybe would be beautiful in it.
Yeah, totally nice for garment knitting. So, and this is I really like this kind of buttery yellow. It's like the perfect.
It is. It's a nice warm yellow.
So on the other end of the spectrum of what we're carrying is the chill. And isn't this color amazing? It's called Cardinal. So it's totally looks like RCMP red or Cardinal Bird red. And this chill is really neat. It's a single ply. And Cheryl can tell you about the fiber content.
It says it's 100% fine merino.
And we knit a sample out of it. This is in a different color, one of the rose colors. And this took less than a single skein. And it's a headband. And I'd put it on, except for I look terrible in hats. I'm just one of those people that I can't wear a hat to save my life.
Yeah, and this would be an extremely quick knit because it's an 8 to 12 millimeter needle. So,
yeah, this was really fast to do.
The projects would just fly off your needles. Awesome for Christmas last minute. Oh my God, what am I giving so-and-so presents?
And it's super soft. Like there's not. It's
yeah, well,
not
at
stretchy
100% merino, it's going to be beautifully soft and lovely warm too.
Yeah, so perfect for hats or mitts or those sorts of bigger projects. So the other yarn that we're carrying from this line is Bold. And Bold is so nice. It's got this really nice tight twist to it. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous blue. And I didn't put my reading glasses on, but it's 100%.
Again, it's 100% wool, extra fine, superwash merino.
Yeah. We will have some patterns in the shop.
This is pretty much a worsted weight. So we went back, we showed you the DK, and now we've got the worsted, and we had the
And now we're
super
going back
bulky.
to chunky again. This is Dawson. And initially when we were choosing the yarns, it wasn't something that we were thinking about bringing in. But then they sent us a sample of it, and we both fell in love with it. It is... It's got this lovely tonal kind of quality to it. It's got quite a bit of haloing to it. And
Here, I'll read it.
thank you.
It is 50% llama, 50% extra fine merino. So it's going to be warm, it's going to be soft, and like Carolyn said, it does have a lovely halo.
Yeah, I can imagine it would make an amazing hat and scarf or cowl. Or I've seen
I
some
think make a nice
sweaters out
sweater
of it.
too. Let's see, what size needle is it calling for here? It says it's a 5.5 millimeter needle, so it would again be a fairly quick knit.
Yeah, so we're super happy to have Sugar Bush in our lineup, and we want to show you some of those yarns.
We hope you're getting excited because while we're petrified half the time, we're really excited the rest of the time.
We've been both knitting our fingers off, and so this is one of the samples that I've done. Cheryl just finished a project that she'll show you next week.
Yes, it's what the heck is it called? It is the Night Shift wrap by Oops. Technical fail. Okay. It's a Night Shift shawl by Andrea Mowry, and I knitted out of Cascades Wave. Which is it came out really well. it has a bunch of ends to be sewn in, and it needs to be blocked, but we'll have it to show you next week.
It's gorgeous, and it's so bouncy and cuddly.
It is. It's got a lovely, lovely squish to it. So,
that's one of the projects you're working on.
We're going to be offering kits for that, so we figured we should knit one up and make sure everybody knew how it would work, because it's a whole bunch of gradient yarns with different tonal values and gradients in it, and then you knit them up together. So we wanted to have one for sure so people could see what they would be making.
It's really neat. I'm knitting up a pair of fingerless gloves out of Biscotte. They're Hudson's Memory colorway. I'm also knitting up a shawl out of Cascade Sock Twins, and it's a really cool shawl. It's one of these things you can wear it 10 different ways, so it's kind of got an interesting pattern to it. I'm about a third of the way through, so I should be able to show you that in a couple of weeks.
And I'm going to be starting a shawl with some of our Malabrigo yarn. It's very lacy. So I don't have anything to show you yet because I'm doing the cast on tonight, but next week I can show you a bit.
We should have some nice projects to show you over the next couple of weeks. So we get our space pretty soon. We get it September 1st, so we'll be busy little bees cleaning and painting and kind of making the space our own, and then
building us some IKEA.
I was going to say the dreaded multiple trips to IKEA. Getting some furniture in and kind of making it our own. And that's both exciting and kind of terrifying. You don't really know what you're walking into with a space until you get in there.
And how long it's going to take. Like, in our mind, it's not going to take very long, but the reality may be something else.
Yeah, and there's a couple walls right now that are painted black, and that we're going to paint them over. So it's like, how many coats of paint are we going to need for that? And
definitely have primer there.
Yeah. So we're trying to tick off the list of, we've got our insurance, we've got our business cards, we've got our yarn ordered, we've got our notions ordered, we've got our needles and hooks ordered. You know, we've got our espresso machine ordered. We know which coffee we're bringing, but it seems like,
we've been coffee tasting. It's been a little bouncy.
Yeah. I think we're on 3 cups so far today, but we found one that we really like and that we're going to be totally excited to
and it's also a local roaster, so it'll fit in with our theme of having things locally made and produced. And
and then we're also interested in tea, and so we think we've narrowed down who we're going to carry for tea, and they sent Cheryl a lovely sampler, so she's been drinking a fair amount of tea to make sure that she likes it as much as I do.
Pick our favorite flavors.
So it's pretty exciting. So you'll see us at one of our houses for the next few weeks, but then pretty soon we should be able to show you the space, and we'll show you some before and some after videos, and hopefully it'll come together. So I hope you're living a little vicariously through us and through our adventures. It's been lovely weather out, so hopefully we'll be renovating the shop still with nice weather and windows open.
Yes, and now I think probably most of you know we have a Facebook page, Village Laine Yarn Cafe, but now we also have an Instagram page as of yesterday, and again it's Village Laine Yarn Cafe. I put in spaces between them, so there's the underscores. It's Village Laine _ Cafe, but I'm sure you'll be able to find us. So we look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, and at the end of this video, I will put up a post with our email. Our website is still under construction because it's tied into our e-com and our point of sale system, so that'll all kind of come up at the same time, and we're working on that. The other big thing that we're working on is a Kickstarter campaign. And the reason we're working on a Kickstarter campaign is because we wanted to give a chance to some of our supporters to support us early. Opening up any kind of retail space is always a huge undertaking. And we really want to bring in as many yarn lines as we can bring in. So we're starting a Kickstarter campaign where there'll be little goodies and rewards given to some of our early supporters. So keep your eyes posted for that to come live in the next few days. And we're really hoping that if you like our idea and you want to support small business, maybe you live in the Ajax, Pickering, Durham area and you want to support small business, or you just want to support 2 women fulfilling their dream and living that out, we would really love your support. And in exchange, we're happy to send along some goodies. And there are things at all sorts of different reward levels. So we hope that we can entice you to give us a little bit of support early on as we unroll the store. That's not the word. Roll out the store.
Roll out. Yes, that would be better.
Yeah, so that would be great. And that's kind of all the things that we're working on. So I thank you so much for joining us. And
Yes, thank you.
yeah, we're heading back to the table
To do
literally
to plan the next thing.
To do the next thing, and we hope that we can check in again next week and tell you kind of where we're at, show you some more of the things that have been delivered since then. And please hit subscribe. Please hit like. We'd love to see your comments below. We'll try to answer them as soon as possible. And if you catch us on Facebook, we also are on there and pretty responsive to comments and feedback and people just popping in to say hi.
All right.
So,
take care.
Thank you.
Till next week.
Bye.